All right. Thank you so much, Kim, for joining me. I'm so excited to get your thoughts on Craft Your Mindset. It has been such a pleasure to have you and work with you. I've told you so many times, you are just, if I could have a soulmate client and design the perfect working relationship, it would be you and what we've had. So I am so excited to get your thoughts today. And I just want to thank you from the start for this.
Well, thank you. It's been a wonderful adventure for sure.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to dive right in. And I just wonder if you could, in your own words, tell me a little bit about where you were before we started working together. What was it that kind of sparked the desire to work with a coach and me in particular?
So before we started, I was pretty frustrated with myself. It seemed like I felt like I kept running into walls when it came to manifestation. For me, being able to, I guess, know myself better. And I did I want to say it was your 5-day course
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
offered. So it was like the universe just kind of set this up. So I did that. And then I talked to you afterwards, and I've never had, well, I've had one-on-one coaching and different things in my life, but never on this level about manifesting, putting everything kind of together in a package. And when I spoke with you, I just felt like there was a connection, and this was something that I wanted to invest my time in to do. So I am so grateful that I've done this program, and I'm so grateful for you because it's been a wonderful experience.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, it was so many synchronicities because I feel like we just found each other at the perfect time. And yeah, you did the Unlimit Your Beliefs challenge with me and it rolled right into our conversation and we just started right there and I have loved every second of it. So thank you for sharing that. Um, so you mentioned that you run into some walls with trying to manifest work beforehand and that you tried other things but it hadn't really worked. Could you talk a little bit about what you had tried? Was it books, other courses? Like what had you explored before we worked together?
I had done, of course, books, YouTube videos. Um, I've done some different courses, nothing like that was yours. That was just, to me, I felt it was very personalized. And I loved that. And I loved that I had those opportunities that when I got stuck, that I had you to reach out to. So the things I'd done before, I just didn't have that.
Right,
And
right.
from working with you, it's completely changed my mindset and the way I approach things now. It's just so cool. So I'm really glad that I did this, and it's been unlike any other program that I've done.
Ah, my gosh, you're speaking my love language right now. I just couldn't be happier just hearing this. It makes me so, so happy. So yeah, I just ah, I love it. So sounds like one of your favorite aspects of going through Craft Your Mindset was how personalized it was, how you could really make it applicable to yourself, the tools were there to make it about you. And if there was ever a moment you got stuck, you knew I was just a message away, right?
Yes, and there were times too. I was completely honest with you. Like the one point where I was trying to do affirmations, and I had said to you, my heels are dug in. And instead of you saying, "Oh, we'll work through it," you were like, "Let's get together. Let's work through this. Let's do it as a team." And it really made a difference instead of me trying to fight through that on my own. And it felt good to just be so honest and say, my heels are dug in. And I figured out the reason why. And then you could help me overcome that. That was just phenomenal.
And that you couldn't have hit the nail on the head better about what having a coach is all about because this information is out there. You can find it in books, like you said, YouTube videos, podcasts. There's a million places you can find it. But what makes the difference between finding that information and working with someone is that collaborative energy, is being able to be like, okay, this is just not working for me. How can I get around that? And I remember when you came to me in that moment and we workshopped those affirmations, and I remember the smile you had when we were done. And it was so incredible for both of us. I feel like it was just a beautiful moment when we were able to find those words that really helped solidify everything for you, all these beautiful dreams and goals that you came in with. And I'm so excited about the ones that we came together with. It's just been great. So, can you tell me a little bit about what kind of results you've experienced after going through the Craft Your Mindset program?
Yes. So I had some pretty lofty goals, and you know that. I mean, they were some pretty big ones.
Mhm.
But some of the cool things that have happened is about my total mindset about everything. I'll give you a great example. I kind of off the cuff applied for a couple jobs with my company, right? Went through the interview, had a question asked to me that kind of totally threw me for a loop. Didn't know, I didn't know it was coming. Got through the interview, got done, and it was like, you know what? This is up to the universe. If it's meant to be, it will be. I left that, you know what? If it's for my best, it's going to happen. And the cool part is like I told my current boss, I said, if I get one of these positions, awesome. If I don't, awesome. I'm still in a great spot. And to have that mindset, which I didn't have before, right? That, you know, when something happens now, it's like, all right, well, there's something either better coming, or, you know, I wasn't meant to have this at this time. And I've had other really like cool things happen. This is kind of a wild example, but I'll give it to you. Our refrigerator
Yes,
broke
please.
down, right? And so the service guy comes out. Well, first of all, I got a phone call. We have a part for you. And it's like, I didn't order a part. Um, and then the service guy comes out. He doesn't have the part, but he's like, hey, this is the part we need. And I said, well, the part's there. So he goes, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. So he comes back out, fixes the refrigerator, fixes another part of the refrigerator. And I said to him, hey, I have to hop on a meeting. We need to come up with what my invoice is. And he looks at me and goes, this is all covered under warranty. And I'm like, no way. Whole thing was free. And
Oh
he's
my
like, if you have a
goodness.
problem, you call me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was just that was again, that was things being put into place, starting with that part being ordered that nobody seemed to know why the part was ordered, right? You know,
Right.
just manifesting good stuff, just good stuff happening. And I think I know the other thing that you helped to coach and teach me was to look for those little things, celebrate those little things, be grateful, no matter whether it's finding a penny on the ground. I mean, it's just all good stuff. So thank you.
I love it. You're so welcome. And thank you for sharing that, because it's such a perfect example of what I want everyone to have, and what we worked so much on is being able to have those little things be the place where you put your energy and put your attention and your perspective, when it's so much in those little moments, those magical little moments of the everyday, makes it so that those big things like having these job opportunities do not feel so much pressure. They're not so crushing. They're not, you don't have to invest so much of your emotional energy into the outcome of that, because you're living in these beautiful moments that are happening, and you can have that trust that people talk about, and you're like, yeah, yeah, that's great and all, but do you really? And then you find this place where you just click into it, and you're like, I am open to whatever comes, and it's going to be for my best, like you said. And I just love it. Oh, I
Yep.
could not be happier.
And I know that I wouldn't have gotten to that point if it hadn't been for you and your coaching. I just know I wouldn't. And that's been such a wonderful change in my life, just the way I look at everything. You know,
Oh my
just for
gosh.
example, like, you know, we want to buy a second home, and we've had the same home go up on the auction block twice. It's been taken down. Well, we went by it in Florida, right?
Hmm.
And the neighbor's daughter pulls up, and we got to speak to her. And it's like I told my husband and my kids, if it's meant to be, it will be. So if it pops again and we get it, it was just the universe was lining the things up we needed to have to get us there. If it's not, then the next house is going to show up. The right house is going to show up. I'm not stressed over it anymore. So, and that's all
I
due to
love it.
you. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim. You're giving me such a gift back. I just, this is such a beautiful conversation. So I want to just wrap things up here because I want to respect your time. But if you could share one thing with someone who's considering working with a coach, and probably especially me, and investing in the Craft Your Mindset program, what advice would you have to give someone?
I would say go for it. I love it because it's not a huge time commitment. And for somebody like me, time is value, time is money. I love the fact that I had you at, you know, I could text you, I could message you. You were there for me to support me 110%. And you were so in tune with what was going on that when I ran into roadblocks, you were willing to work through those with me. And I love that. I would just highly recommend it. And I would just say, jump into it, be open to what's going to happen, because this process, sometimes going through the process, it's like, all right, is anything happening? And then when I got to the end of it, it was like, this is amazing. And I would just encourage anyone, step into it and do it wholeheartedly and just wait and see what the universe has got for you.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Kim, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Truly, thank you for this chance to work with you, for all of the experiences that we've gotten to share, and for being open to sharing it with others. It's been amazing.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well, that is all we have for today. So thank you everyone for listening, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And if this conversation has sparked your interest, I want you to don't wait, send me a direct message. I'm going to share my link to schedule a free 30-minute discovery call with me, and we can talk about where you're at with all of these dreams you want to manifest, your ideal life, your goals, what might be stopping you from getting there, and what it would look like if we work together in the Craft Your Mindset program that Kim has just shared about. So thank you all, and I hope to talk to you soon.